What's up? What's up, fellas? What is going on? Tuesday night shop talk with We Broke Garage. Going to be a fun one. Maybe. Looks like we got quite a few people in here already. That's pretty exciting, guys. Y'all are starting to comment before I even get on here. That's awesome. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Looks like we got Jason Carter in here, Talon in here, Zach in here, McThrottle's in here. I seen Doug Hall was in here. Chris Pierce was in here. We have got all kinds of people in here already. Oh, what is everybody into tonight? I know everybody in Ohio's trying to stay afloat from all this damn rain that we're getting. It's crazy. Looks like we got another, 8 or 9 days of rain coming in, it looks like. We're going to try something a little bit different tonight, guys, and hopefully you'll have to give me a little bit of feedback in the comments. Hopefully everything starts working a little bit better here. Miss Amber ended up getting me, after I got pissed off the last live feed, a Ethernet cord. So we now have an Ethernet cord running from the Wi-Fi box out to the laptop here. So hopefully things go a little bit smoother tonight, and I can go back to having fun instead of getting mad and logging off early. Jason Carter, you're absolutely right. We're having good weather from ducks around here. No doubts about that. There you go, Talon. Put her to work. Put her to work. We all have that problem. It is what it is. Let's see. Katie says, hey, girl, hey. Chris Pierce says it's so much better than last week for so far. That's good. That is good. McThrottle says he's finishing up rewiring a 66 Ranchero. Good for you, my man. Yep, let's call him out. Let's get him rolling already tonight, bud. You make her work on your hot rod, but you still won't get her own damn car. That's ridiculous. Some kind of husband you are. Hey, with that being said, let me share you guys something. I'm going to steal a little out of Mr. Jimbo Slice at Pincher Performance's playbook here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I redid us a logo right here. And evidently I forgot to upload the pink one, but I also made a pink one for the females out there. So Haley, if you're listening, these stickers should be to us. They're going to be a 3-inch sticker. There will be the red ones, and then in place of the red ones, there's going to be some pink ones. I ordered 100 of each of those today. Once I get those in, I'm going to offer those up for free, guys. So if anybody's interested in having them or wants to run our stickers on anything, just send me your address, and I will mail a couple of those out to you. Just let me know whether you want the red ones or the pink ones. So hopefully, oh, shit, let me go back and take that back off of there. Maybe it's going to hide it. I don't know. There we go. All right. So Jim had a really good response out of his, and had a pretty good time with it, getting to see where all they were getting to be shipped out at and stuff like that. So yes, Jim, I love you, buddy, but I'm stealing that one from you and going to run it myself. So, like I said, we ordered those today through Frosty Decals. Normally, the last batch of them that I had ordered in took 3 or 4 days. So I would say next week I should be able to get them in here. Let me hold my breath for this one, Chris Pierce. Uh-oh, I see somebody else is in here. Sounds good, my man. How are you doing tonight, Carl? Glad you're in here. Oh, absolutely, you on, Carl. Just send me over a DM with your address on it, and I'll put you on the list, and we'll mail them out to you. Talon would be an awfully small sticker, buddy. I don't know where you put it. I don't even know if them stickers that small, but I can attempt it if you want me to. Carl, glad to hear you're doing good, my friend. Uh-oh. Sickness F-150. Nate Frazie's in the house. What's going on, Nate? Let's go back up here. Sickness F-150 says, I'm looking for a cheap car challenge car for my wife. I need it for the drag drive repeat the circuit. Is the circuit the one that's going all the way across the United States? That one actually looked really, really cool. So we've actually, I got a little something in the works that might be coming out here soon. Coy Gill, what's going on, buddy? Hey, let me drop a note here, guys. If Coy Gill, that's on Facebook right now, KOYIEGILL. If you guys go to his Facebook page, unfortunately, he just lost a really good friend of his. He's got a post on there that's asking for videos of burnouts or rev ups. If any of you guys would be so kind as to go over to his Facebook page, find that post, and post a video of a burnout or revving the engine up or something like that in memory of his friend that just tragically passed away in a car accident here recently. I would highly appreciate that. Coy is a really good kid. Jason, you can't spill the beans, man. That hasn't been announced to anybody yet, so don't be spilling my beans. Jimbo Slice is in the house. He says he's got a cheap Nova, some assembly required. This poor guy, the farther he digs into this Nova, the worse and worse and worse this thing gets. I feel so bad for him. But I've seen the stuff that Jimbo pumps out, and if he sticks with this thing, that Nova is going to be a freaking piece when he gets done with it. So I'm excited to see what he ends up coming up with. So if you guys haven't yet, anybody that's new on here, jump on over to YouTube on Penny Pincher Performance. Smash that subscribe button for him and watch some of his videos there. The guy's working really, really hard on getting this Nova done so we can go join in at Buckeye Skips. McThrottle, you said, what's the name? Are you asking about Coy? Coy Gill is his name on Facebook. I will post, see if you guys can see that. That'll get you the correct spelling of his name there. He's also got a photography page there, and you'll have to forgive me. I can't remember exactly what it is right now, but I know it's posted on his personal page. So, Jason, I went on there and posted the one that Kelly took of us rolling into rolling into Rocket City. Motionless photography. That's exactly what it is. Young kid trying to get his photography up and going. He goes with all automotive stuff. So if you get the chance, jump on there on his Facebook page. Give him a follow too. Boost him up a little bit. I know you guys will. We've got a great group of people that join in on these things on Tuesday nights. So I appreciate that greatly, guys. Not a whole hell of a lot's been going on with us here. Has some of you that may follow me on Facebook or something like that notice the Jimbo Slice did hook us up with the 5.3 and the 80 millimeter VS Turbo out of the Fairmont before we hauled it away. I got it all sat down in there, and my buddy John Patterson and Brian Webster came over, took some measurements and told me to pull all that junk back out of there because everything was not in the right places. So I guess tomorrow we're going to pull the motor and tranny back out of it, and I might as well go ahead and throw it in. We have picked up another sponsor for 2026, and some of the stuff that this guy's coming out with is pretty badass. Brian Webster and John Patterson have teamed up and started a company called Death Row Custom Fab. They're based out of the Newark, Ohio area. He'll be doing everything from roll cages, full-on chassis work, header work. And what they are actually doing for me is they are custom fabbing what is going to end up being their line of quick install mid plate, front plate, headers, and transmission cross member for any small block Chevy, big block Chevy, or LS into a first gen or second gen S10. And what stands out about this setup is these motor plates, once you bolt it to the engine and transmission into the front of the motor, you'll bolt 4 tabs onto the bottom side of the motor plates, and he will give you the exact measurements of where to weld these tabs on your frame, and that's it. Everything else is going to be completely bolt in. It's going to be an awesome setup, and we kind of test fit 5.3 LS down into a second gen S10, and we were completely able to install the truck oil pan without having to do any kind of modification to the cross member. So that is a very, very big thing. So, but they have jumped on board with us for 2026. We will be running at some time their motor plates, their cross members, and possibly their headers on at least 2 of the vehicles, but for sure the front plate, mid plate, and cross member on all 3 of our S10s this year. So we're definitely looking forward to teaming up with them and seeing if we can't get some of these kits sold for them. So another thing that he's doing, I know we don't have a whole lot of bracket racers that come in here, but they're doing custom stainless steel dragster headers also. So that's a pretty good thing to get into. Sam, what's going on, my friend? Chris Pierce says he needs to get together. Well, I guess if your vehicle will find its way to Utica, since it's such a far drive, you're welcome here anytime, my friend. Nate, they're coming over tomorrow to pull all this stuff out and do the mid plate and the front plate. And then he's got to take my transmission back to his shop to fab up the trans cross member. So that'll probably be something for next week. Sam, I apologize about it. I put a post out earlier today, so I don't know what's going on there. Skippy is the house. What's going on, Skip? Yeah. What's up with the hotel for the Cruise for a Cure? So, what's up with the hotel for the Cruise for the Cure is I haven't booked any, even looked at them yet. We were planning on, actually, I wanted to wait until we got a little bit closer to time to come up with the exact route, just because in the state of Ohio, road construction happens, I don't know, overnight, it seems like. So we were actually planning on taking that cruise this weekend. However, we are getting an astronomical amount of rain this weekend. So I might push that off until the following weekend. So hopefully I will have the route, all the stops, the hotel information, everything posted and available for anybody that's coming probably by week after next. We're going to start really start pushing that show up. We do have a special person that had actually jumped on one of our live feeds here. I think it was 2 weeks ago when we had Bill on. And this person is very near and dear to our heart. We spent a lot of time with her for a lot of the Horsepower Honeys events. She was very, very involved in the Horsepower Honey events, and we gained a racing family member out of her. She's more than just a friend. Miss Shannon Hook, I spoke with on the phone a few days ago when I was on my way back home from Hot Shot Secret, and she has agreed to come and take photos at Cruise for the Cure, which is very exciting for me because with this event, I am really looking forward to everybody having a great time, and I want the lasting memories of photography to be available for you. So not only will she be at some of the checkpoints, she'll be before the checkpoints, after the checkpoints, getting pictures of people rolling in, rolling down the road, just anything and everything that she can do. So we are extremely excited to have her on board. She's actually in the comments right now. So she's had some unfortunate life changes over the last few years and has stepped away from photography. And we are hoping that this gets her back in it and gets her back close with her car family. So we welcome her with open arms, and we're absolutely looking forward to having her join in with this Cruise for a Cure with us. So thank you, Shannon, for joining in with us. We're really looking forward to it. Talon got us time approved, so full steam ahead. Perfect. Sounds great, my man. I will get that information out as soon as I possibly can. Okay, Katie, I'll see if Amber can get some printed off for you. Skippy says they're starting to drive their routes in a couple of weeks. And again, that goes along the same lines as traffic routes up here change so often that I hate to go through. And because, yes, we may lock it in 2 weeks. More likely, I'm going to end up driving the route probably a week or two before the event just to make sure that everything's good. So there may be changes. The stops won't change, but the route may get changed. So, Haley, that's actually on, for those of you that might be able to see this. That's on my list. Originally, we had planned on stopping on Sunday at the Mansfield Speedway on the way back. They've totally revamped the place. However, they now have an event scheduled for that Sunday, and they are opening the gates for that event at noon. So let's say by the grace of God, we get 75 or 80 cars of us going. We don't want to pack up any entrance or exit out of that place when they're trying to get people in the door. So that might be changing here soon. And the Mansfield Reformatory was absolutely my second choice. So that is something I'm going to start working on this week to see if we can possibly get in there, at least to do some pictures out in front of the place on Sunday. So very good comment on there. There you go, Shannon. Kelly Carter says, woohoo, glad to have you back, Shannon. Oh, horse shit, Shannon. Don't be crying. We miss you too, hon. Ready to get back on the road here. Let's see. Man, I've got so much shit going on here. Let's hide one. For those of you that don't know or don't follow my YouTube channel, I did release, not that. Is Skippy's number on the webpage? No, Jason, I've got Skippy's number. I'll send it over to you. Hold on a second. We got a whole lot of comments coming in here, and I can't see any of them. There it is. Found it. This one right here, if you guys don't happen to watch our YouTube channel, this is Mr. Chris Pierce. We've been on a couple of his podcasts with Nonsensical Network. He is also starting his own podcast. He does have his own YouTube channel. And We Broke Garage and Mr. Chris Pierce are going to do a collab this year on a tough truck. I think I touched base on this a little bit on one of our other live streams, but I used to run a tough truck way back in the day, 2012, 2013 maybe, and had an absolute blast with it. But as stupid as I am and as brittle as my body is, there's absolutely no way I can do it anymore. So the next best thing was to help somebody else build their vehicle and let them tear their body up. So Chris Pierce is that person. So keep an eye out for that, for a little bit of content coming for that. I've got to get some of these customer vehicles out of the way that they're like rabbits. They just keep multiplying overnight, it seems. But once I get some of these customer vehicles out of here and get Amber's truck back over here and safe from Gloss Boss Customs, then we're going to make some room to get Chris's Jeep in here and start hammering away on that thing so we can get it ready for this season. So we're really looking forward to that. We're going to go out and have some fun with that, let Chris beat himself up some, and try something new for the channel. Amber's Blazer should be done probably next week. I just spoke with Drew today, and some of the things were pissing him off a little bit, so he decided to walk away from it for a couple of days. He actually got started on a junior, and he'll jump back on it, and we're not really in any hurry for it. Like I said, my shop is absolutely packed right now anyways, so it is what it is, and he's taking his time on it. We did get a pretty interesting phone call the other day, which I'm not going to spill the beans about right now, but it's something very exciting for our little channel. And Amber and I, and especially Drew, with him just starting his company out. So there'll be more to come on that once I find out a little bit more information. So we'll see. We'll see. Haley Schaub says that she's been wanting to take Talon there, and the pictures are so badass with the cars. I love the pictures from Six Smokies with the prison. Haley, I'm here to tell you that was my absolute favorite checkpoint that we did at Six Smokies was the prison. If anybody has not seen it, I know it didn't get pushed out for some reason, but I do have a day 3 video up from Six Smokies on our YouTube channel. If you go to that, there is a lot of history that I put in to that video. There's a lot of pictures and videos from inside because we told the people at the front gate that we just had to go in and go to the bathroom. And Jason and Kelly and Amber and I literally spent like 4 hours inside of that place. So it was absolutely awesome. The museum was killer. the information and the history behind that prison was absolutely awesome. So if you haven't got the chance, go check that video out. It's actually it's really cool. Skippy says that they're stopping at Summit this year, which I know in his post on Bookface there, he says, make sure you bring your money. And I'm like, what money? Nobody ever has any extra money on Drag and Drive events. Buckeye Skips is all quarter mile. Buckeye Skips is all quarter mile, and then Drop the Hammer in Michigan is all 8th mile. And from a few weeks ago, we spoke up about a situation that happened down at Sick Week where Mr. Larry Larson was not welcomed after being told that he had a spot there. And I am happy and proud to announce that Mr. Carl Stencil has Larry Larson locked in to come up and reset some 8th mile drag and drive records at Drop the Hammer in Michigan at the end of May. So I am extremely excited about that. I'm glad that Carl has given Larry a place to come and run where he actually feels welcome. And pretty excited about that one. So that's really cool. Nate, they probably did not do the cruise because they live in Naples, Florida, where all the other millionaires live. There you go. Queer Eye for the Queer Guy, or whatever the hell they call it. Talon's Garage is going to be a guest on Chris Pierce's podcast, Speedway Stories, on Monday nights. There's not a date set yet that I know of. But again, subtitle, Queer Eye for the Queer Guy, or whatever you call it, because Talon is going to be on there. Skip, the only way that's going to happen is if you give me credit card, buddy. Skippy says on Buckeye Skips, you need to bring your money and a trailer for all the parts that you buy at Summit. I might have to stop at Goodwill and just hope they got a damn oil filter sitting on the counter somewhere. That's a goal for me. Oh, here it is. Chris has already put her in. There it is, guy. Queer Eye for the Queer Guy, or whatever Talon's calling it nowadays. March 23rd, 8 o'clock on Nonsensical Network on YouTube. You guys will finally get to see exactly how ugly Talon is. That's awesome. So, Chris, I'm really looking forward to it. All my regulars need to mount up for that night, and we'll go on there and make Talon feel really weird while he got the camera pointed at his face. Jumbo Slice has got to be in there. Zach has got to be in there. Everybody else is welcome to make fun of Nate Frazee. Yeah, we got to go in there and make him feel weird. So let's do it. Talon says he didn't want to say it, but yeah, the 23rd. All right. Nope, it's out in the open now, Talon. So wait a second. I thought you were bringing 3 cars, Jason. Skippy Jason says he's bringing 2 cars. I'm bringing 2 cars too. Guys, look how horrible my hair looks after shaving it that night. Jesus. It's horrible. Let's see. Carl, that's big, dude. To be honest with you about Larry coming, that's pretty awesome. I mean, you still have some big people that come there. You know, your uh, Deals and Morris and all those guys. You know, it's awesome to come and watch those guys. Don't get me wrong, and they're all great people. But when you talk about a goat like Larry Larson showing up to your event, that's bad. Let's see. Oh, okay. Haley can't get off work. I got you, Jason. Oh, look, he even throws out that he's thick and round. Buddy, we're all thick and round. It's fine. Well, except for Zach. He's built like a fucking pretzel. But yeah, it's fine. We're all the same. We just like giving you shit because you're in Florida and you can't do anything about it. So there's you a shout out. Carl, can't wait to see the Drop the Hammer people. Excellent event. It absolutely is. We had a great time there, and we're looking forward to doing it again this year. And we are also looking forward to heading to the North Carolina one this year. So we're going to try that one out and give it a shot. Absolutely. There's going to be some fast racing at that event. What's chances of getting somebody to do this thing, do some live feed on that, Carl? Know anybody up there that can at least do some live feed of at least some of the racing and maybe do some on the road stuff or something like that? That'd be kind of cool. Talon, I don't want to hear your shit. It's raining like God hates us up here, and it's 40 degrees. So, no, I'd be happy with 88. Zach Hensel. What's Zach saying here? Zach is saying easy. Cars don't know I'm in them. Easy on the springs and the weights. Carl says, as far as following somebody alive, I don't unfortunately been trying to line some of that stuff up, but the budget isn't there for it. Let me make a couple phone calls to some people, maybe see if somebody might be interested in following along and doing some live stuff for us. Oh, there you go. He's bringing a Starlink if somebody wants to try the stream at the event. He's bringing a Starlink. So I know this year we're going to do a little bit different, Carl, than what we did last year. Last year, I pretty much did all of our photos and videos and then compiled everything once we got back and made a video. And the reason I did that is because when we were on sick week, and of course we were having problems with Amber's vehicle, but there were just not enough hours in a day. It was like I needed 36 hours a day to drive, work on the car, try to film, try to edit, do all that stuff, and try to drop a video every day. With your event being as close knit, I guess, as they are, and us being able to be back to the hotel by 6 or 7, 8 o'clock at the latest, that gives me absolutely plenty of time to drop a video a day. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more live stuff this year, a little bit more on the road stuff this year, and then definitely try to drop videos every single day of the event. So hopefully that'll help out a little bit, and I'll be more than happy to share some of that video footage with you too, if you want to make some daily posts from your side of it too. So yeah, Darren, but the big question is did you go to the Philadelphian for me? I bet you didn't. Hey, Carl, Skippy says give him a call. He might have somebody to help with the live feed for your event. Jason Carter. Is Zach going to Skips? I have no idea because I don't think we've even talked about it. I think no. I don't think he's going to Skips. I think we did kind of briefly touch on it, and he wasn't going to be able to get the time off work. Not enough time. Horse shit. There's always enough time to go to the Philadelphia and get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, man, and some tater tots, because them things are second to none. Second to none. Do want to tell you that, with Kyle Fisher at Hot Shots Secret, he is an absolutely busy man. But we were able to hook up with him last week, and I did make a short video and put it on the Facebook page. But we got all of our lubrication needs for all 3 vehicles for the beginning part of this year from Kyle over at Hot Shots Secret. Went and picked it up last week. I want to give a shout out to Kyle and his crew over there at Hot Shots Secret. They took care of us very well. We've got stiction eliminator, we've got oils, we got transmission fluids, we got differential fluids, fuel treatments. We got a nice little stand to put them on. So shout out to them guys. They really took care of us, and we're hoping that we can return the favor by making some quality content for them this year and kind of pushing their product to the test this year. He also did get us with the tick fix. I've got 4 or 6 bottles of their new tick fix product out, which is specially formulated for LS motors to take that tick noise out. So pretty excited about that. We're going to have a good video come out on that one with Amber's daily driver truck, because it's absolutely horrible. So looking forward to that one. Let me catch up for Fitchner. I know you're cutting quarter panels off your Nova and can't really comment too much, but I know you're listening on the TV. Sam's still looking for a ride for Buckeye Skips. That way he can video for you. Billy Strings. What the hell's Billy Strings? Oh, yeah, Darren, I'm always home. Oh, that's right. You're coming up here Friday, aren't you? Damn, I'm really going to have to get some stuff out of here. I might have a busy week this week. Yeah, boy, I'm always here. We ain't going nowhere. Katie said she ain't going without her other half. That's some more exciting news, though. I'm out to wonder, how much weight do you guys think a Pro Street S10 Blazer with a 5.3 and an 80 millimeter turbo with a turbo 400 in it can pull. Just out of curiosity. What's your guys' guesses? I got a phone call from one of my customers the other day that had a issue with his shifter cable popping off the transmission in his Trailblazer. So we went out there to fix it, and I just happened to notice he's got like a 1963 Scotty camper single axle sitting in the woods over there. And yeah, it needs some repair, but it's so I'm thinking about trying to rehab that thing before Buckeye skips and pulling it behind us. Oh no, Zach, I know how much it weighs. I just need to know how much the truck can pull. I don't need no CDL, Talon. You're crazy. Carl says his trailer weighs about 2,000 pounds loaded for a drag and drive. I think this one weighs 2,300 from what I can look up. It's a 63 Scotty, and they call them a suitcase back. Single axle, single bed, and I don't think they have a bathroom in them, but I'm going to put one in it. But I don't know. Just seemed like it'd be something kind of cool to pull behind it. It'd probably be cooler to pull behind a 64 since, 63, 64, but it is what it is. I need to build some kind of trailer to put behind my truck. So, Jason, I can tell you that my hitch isn't going to be held in by 4 5/16 bolts. I'm welding mine in between the frame rails. So I've actually got a class 5 hitch back here that I'm going to cut down and weld it in between the frame rails. That's kind of what I was thinking, Zach. Should have enough, and if it doesn't, then I'll just get Jimbo to throw a little bit more juice into it. It'll be all right. 3/8 bolt. Okay, my bad. 3/8 bolts. I was off on the 5/16 bolts. My bad. Has anybody looked up Judgment Day? Anybody looked up Buckeye Skips Judgment Day? Or no, I'm sorry, Drop the Hammer Judgment Day. It's a 1-day drag and drive event, and you're not allowed to have a trailer. Anything you take with you has to be in your vehicle. Zach, actually, I'm going to be running. Zach, I'm actually going to be running dual on-3 performance transcoolers. I'm going to buy those at the same time I buy my air cooler for the Blazer. So it'll have 2 of them with fans mounted up underneath the back half part of the Blazer. So on paper, it should hold about an extra 3 quarts of transmission fluid. So I would say it should be able to keep it pretty cool. Talon, I'm pretty sure that Jason just built his own. I'm sure he can probably send you some pictures. Last time I was over there, Yeah, last time I was over there, his Nova was up on the lift. So I'm sure he can send you some pictures of how he set his up. Now, keep in mind his car's back half too. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he just built his. Mikey Leaves is in here. That's kind of what I was thinking. I think rear suspension instead of um, not having enough power, I would say it's going to be more of a suspension thing. So yes, if stock Tahoe can gank one around, then I'm sure White Truck Cam is going to have to stiffen up them rear coilovers a little bit. Last Judgment Day we were at, somebody got homered. Yep, Amber got homered. I can tell you that 100%. Nate, if you look into that, there's no class specific. There are a bunch of awards that you shoot for. So there's no class to jump into. But I mean, I got more shit going on here than Carter's got liver pills. Hold on a second. Who says this one? Nope, that's not the comment I wanted. Hell no, I'm not putting airbags in the back of that thing. This is the one that I was wanting. McThrottle says, I've got a small enclosed motorcycle trailer with a cargo rack on top of it. Can't wait to start cleaning up for Buckeye Skips. I removed the Harley Road King plate off of it. McThrottle, if you get a chance, I'm pretty sure I've posted a couple of them on previous live feeds. If not, Lane Spellman has a first gen S10, and I actually helped him find a motorcycle trailer on Marketplace that he went and bought, and he's turned his into a badass little drag and drive trailer. So it really looks good. Okay, so Talon, Jason's telling you now, probably wouldn't recommend doing yours like his. He said he made his in 35 minutes and used 4 3/8 bolts to hold it on. He wouldn't recommend. Yeah, McThrottle, if you're on Facebook, look up Lane. He's normally a regular on here. However, he texted me, gosh, I think it was at the beginning of, or no, maybe it was the middle of last week, and said he was getting called out on a few week long job and he may not be able to join for a few weeks. So he was just kind of giving me heads up that everything's good, but he was going to be unavailable for a little bit. So, damn, what are you building? A Pro Mod Talon? You need a parachute? Jeez whiz. Anybody start drinking? All right. Anybody that has adult beverages or really loves Google, PM me a place I can pick up a keg of carbonated hoop tea. I am having some extremely hard times trying to find one. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Actually, while I'm on here, Squeak, if you happen to watch this sometime later, I don't know if you're on here tonight or not, but I know you carry it at your Somerset location. Can you find out from your distributor how I go about buying one, please? Yeah, he did it. He did a really good job at it. It really does look pretty cool. Chris Pierce, are you still on here? Sound off. You all watched our Thursday night of me and Jimbo Slice on Nonsensical Network. Anybody happen to catch that live? Other than the normal Talon, Jason, Zach. When are we going to do another one of those, Chris? You want to wait until April to do one? YouTube's definitely not going to monetize you if you do one a month. Good night, Shannon. Thanks for jumping on here, honey. Okay, so this brings up a very valid... Oh, shit. Not you, Chris. How'd you jump on there? Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do one next month, now that I just shared one. This is the one I was looking for. Talon says he's also got a couple other Dragon Drive buddies that would like to come up next year to do the Cancer Cruise if I'm doing one. So, with that being said, Amber and I've kind of talked about it a little bit, and I've talked about it with a couple of my buddies. If this Cruise for a Cure turns out well this year, and by well, I have opened up 150 spots for drivers. If we get 75, I will continue to do another one for next year. There's a tremendous amount of work that goes into these things. And let's be honest, if I'm not going to make any money for the event to be able to give to these people, I'm not going to waste my time with it. I'd rather just donate some money to them and go to somebody else's event. So with that being said, if this year works out good, my plans for 2027 are going to be a little bit different. We're going to move from the state of Ohio and go a different direction. Possibly thinking about doing a 3 or even a 4-day event instead of a 2-day event for next year. My thought as of right now, and it's nothing more than a fart in the wind right now, but my thought of it is the Pigeon Forge of Gatlinburg. Talon, I know you guys went and did Tail of the Dragon. However, we did another road that was pretty damn awesome. And there's also Cades Cove down there. And my thought is spend a day to drive down there, maybe do one of the cruises, like the Tail of the Dragon for those of the people that have never been able to do it before. Do a Tail of the Dragon one day and maybe do Cades Cove or a couple of the other ones that are down there the second day, and then cruise back to Ohio on Sunday. So that may actually be something where if you want in on the event, you just meet us there if you're coming up from Florida. We may do a cruise all together, down the main drag of Gatlinburg one day and maybe down the main drag of Pigeon Forge another day with all the cars, kind of like in a parade kind of deal. But that's an idea that's kind of crossed my mind for it. So maybe something that we'd be interested in. So Chris, are you going to do those? Are you going to do those on Thursdays, or are you going to do them on Nonsensical Network? Because I'd really like to do our next show on your own channel. Yeah, Mike, I got that. I got it. I just can't look at it right now because I got too much other stuff going on. Oh, that's right. I remember that now. Talon, I know you guys did miss it, didn't you? You guys missed the Tail of the Dragon because you guys were pulling a tranny out that day. Yep. So that would even be a fun one for you guys then, get a second chance at it. So All right, Chris, Friday night on your channel. Bet on that. Let's do one on April. Me and Jimbo Slice will come light your channel on fire. Yes, Mammoth Cave is what you're thinking of, Haley. that's where if we end up going, we're going to put some Talon, the comment that you made, we're going to end up putting some wider tires on the front of our vehicles. We're not running 15.4s through those turns again, because that was not fun. That was absolutely not fun. But I tell you, we had so much fun driving those roads when we were down at Six Smokies. That's why I threw together that Hawking Hills cruise when we got back. Just couldn't get enough of it, and then literally went into like a drag and drive depression when we got back because it was over with. And I'm like, okay, I don't want it to be over with. Like, we've got a few more weeks of nice weather here. Let's make something happen. So that's why I threw that Hawking Hills cruise together, and it ended up turning out great. So after the video that he just sent me, yeah, I would probably imagine you're probably lucky he's not lighting the whole damn car on fire. Drop your YouTube channel so I can share it on here. I'm super proud of you for working out on your own, Chris, and getting your own channel going instead of letting somebody else reap the benefits of your actions. Nothing against Glick. I'm not saying that. Nothing against Glick whatsoever. But definitely time to get your own thing rolling. Yeah, this is the bad thing for you. Those of you that's never been on a drag and drive event, Alan, if I'm not mistaken, that was your first one, right? Six Smokies. That was your first drag and drive event. And I'm telling you, the shit sucks when you get back and you realize, ugh, I got to go back to like normal life now. Like it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah. Yeah, it was your first one. Yeah, it sucks, man. I hate it. We did the same thing both times when we got back from sick week. Even when we had so many problems down there, it was like miserable when we got back. And then we went and did Drop the Hammer with Carl and them up there in Michigan, and it sucked even more coming back from that one. And it just keeps getting worse every time and every time. That's why I need you guys to keep pushing my YouTube channel, because someday I want to be a millionaire from YouTube because it's easy. And I just want to go do drag and drives every week. I'm going through comments, guys. I'm not locking up or speeding up or whatever you guys were calling that I was doing. Although you can't tell me, has this feed been better than the last few times? Zach, I would absolutely look forward to that. Yeah. All right, here you guys go. I've mentioned it a couple times. Start tuning in 2 Fridays a month for on YouTube at Pierce Motorsports and Reptiles. Don't ask what he does with the reptiles. I just know he has a couple pregnant snakes and maybe one iguana or something. I don't know. But tune in for the motorsport stuff. Yeah, see, I want to start going with this guy. He's got 6 of them he's going to this year. I could probably handle that. The depression probably wouldn't be that real, because when you got back, you had to hurry up and get your shit together for the next one, which, let's not lie, at the beginning of May, we got Cruise for a Cure. The end of May, we got Drop the Hammer, Michigan. The end of June, we've got Buckeye skips, and then in the beginning of September, we turn around and get to North Carolina. So we're not going to have a whole lot of downtime. And then, of course, October, we'll do our Hocking Hills cruise again. So we're hoping to put some miles on them. My screens went black a couple of times, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, but Mikey says Sick Week was his first time competing. Broken limped at home on Friday. Sunday, I was looking for a new event. Monday, an assessed damage. Tuesday, I was signed up for 666. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got into 666. I don't know what the hell I do wrong, but I can't get into any of those events anymore. So it is what it is. Skippy, thanks for joining in here, buddy. We look forward to talking to you every Tuesday night, my friend. Appreciate you jumping in. We've had a good time tonight, I do believe. Had some good conversation. Had quite a few people in here tonight. Jim Butcher is in the house. Look at this guy popping in from old Punta Gorda, Florida. Actually, I think he's coming up to Ohio here in the next day or two. The latest on Amber's Blazer is it's almost finished, but Drew's being Drew. So you know how that goes. Couple things were kind of pissing him off, so he stepped away from it for a couple days. And he said he'd get back on it again tomorrow. I talked to him this afternoon, and I'd say probably by the end of the week or maybe next week we'll get it back. At this point in time, my shop's so full of shit right now, I ain't even got any place to put it. So not even really worried about it, but there's one other person out there in the world that I guess has seen some of the Blazer from the way he was talking to me about it. And he's even really excited to see the rest of the vehicle. So I'm sure Drew over there at Gloss Boss is doing his thing and making it pretty for us. So we're looking forward to seeing it and unveiling it to everybody, because I'm telling you what, Drew does some nice work over there. So yeah, that's a well, I tried doing it from my phone. So when I was trying to sign up for them, but I got told at Six Smokies 27 seconds they were sold out. So oh, Mikey, see, that makes a lot more sense. You're a gasser too, so they were letting all gassers in. It doesn't matter. So yeah, they were letting all gassers into that event. So little peons like us with S10 Blazers, they really don't give a shit on those because people really don't look forward to seeing those. But the gassers are awesome. So I would actually look for Redline Motorsports Media to be following you guys out 66 on that trip, just like he did at Six Smokies. So that man lives for gassers. He loves gassers. So he's pretty excited about that. Oh, and I guess another thing I can throw out there today is although we've been promoting it for a while, we finally did sign our contracts with the ECCFI this past week. So we are now officially sponsored through contract by ACZFI. Big shout out to Daniel and Grace and Josh and Ma and all those all that crew from ACZFI down in Chattanooga. They're taking care of us pretty well this year. So we're looking forward to getting those products. Matter of fact, actually, since I've been on here, I think I got some notifications that my product is on the way. So, yeah, says they'll all be here Thursday. So, actually, since I've been on here too, how How did you guys like the special guest deal? I know a lot of you guys were on here when we had Bill on here a couple weeks ago. It's definitely not something that I want to do every single week, but I'm thinking maybe like a once in a month spotlight of somebody. I just got a message back from somebody that I think you guys would really be interested in. Jason and Talon will know this guy from being on Six Smokies. He's also an Ohio person. Just got a message from him. Well, it looks like about an hour ago that he'd be interested in getting on here. So kind of looking forward to that, but kind of wanting to get some feedback from you guys on if you thought that was interesting, if there's anybody that you would like me to contact to maybe get them on, stuff like that. Just give me some feedback. Let's see how big we can get these things, guys. Thank you, Talon. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Bill had a pretty unfortunate incident. Bill actually made it down. I don't know if any of you guys tuned in, but he did make it to the finals of his class at the World Series of Pro Mod last weekend and rolled through the burnout box, did a monster burnout like Bill Lutz does, and ended up scattering a bunch of oil on the starting line. So to add a little bit of salt to the wound, the guy that he was racing also broke in the burnout, but the other guy was able to break the beams. So unfortunately, Bill lost that race, which ended up costing him the championship. If he would have beat that guy in the finals, then he would have taken home the championship, brought it home to Ohio. So on top of that, Tommy, another one of the Ohio standouts that was down there running in the Little Gangsters class, unfortunately was eliminated in the quarterfinals by the eventual winner of the event and the eventual winner of the championship series. So he put on a hell of a show down there out of 4 races. He actually won. There were 3 races in the series, and then they threw in the Christmas tree race, the Cletus Christmas tree race in between, and he ended up winning 2 out of the 4 of them. So that was a great job for him. I'm looking forward to seeing some more out of Tommy and Allison. I know they've got another big race that they're going to be attending down there in March where Allison and Tommy are both going to be racing. So looking forward to that. Jim Butcher puts on here that Ralph Bauer's birthday was yesterday. So any of you drag racing guys from the Pacemakers or National Trail area knows to Ralph Bowers. The guy is a super, super nice guy. Reach out to him on Bookface and give him an old happy birthday. I'm pretty sure he's like 97. I'm not really sure. He's not that old, but he's a super great guy. Who's Flamethrower? Need to get Flamethrower on there. Guys, I can't. If Flamethrower is Jimbo Slice, I can't bring Jimbo Slice on here. Us two and only us two without somebody to babysit us on one podcast is just asking for trouble. So we can. Did it just lag, guys? The screen just went black again. I wonder if it's because I'm sitting back. Maybe I'm sitting on the cord and it's pulling it. Carl, thanks for joining in here, my friend. I'm glad to see you in here again. And by God, we're getting ready to come up there, and now we're going to have to get pictures of all 3 of the Blazers put together instead of just Amber getting her picture taken next to your truck. We're going to have to put all 3 of them next to each other this year. So I appreciate you jumping on here, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday. Guys, if you haven't checked out his Blazer, holy shit. I've said it a few times, but that man right there is the whole reason that Amber and I are in Dragon Drives with Blazers right now, is Carl. Jason Carter, you're spilling my secrets. That's a pretty good guess, my friend. That, in fact, is who it is. So he told me he would give me a call tomorrow and work out some details on it. He's currently at work tonight. So that is who it is. Got him a nice big spread. Got the I completed Six Smokies t-shirt with his picture on it. He's a famous person now. So we're going to get Zach on here. Just got to work out the details and figure out which Tuesday night it's going to be. So, but he has confirmed and is ready to do it. So we're looking forward to that one. I'll have to get some pictures and some videos together. That way I can kind of share with you guys exactly what we're talking about here, because this dude, he's a bad man. Driving the vehicle that he did, the distance that he did, and then literally sleeping in a hammock attached to the back of his race car at every track every night for 7 nights. That's a bad dude. Nah, you're good. You're good. We've only got like 10 or 11 people. So, but yeah, it's, I talked to him for a little bit earlier today, messaged him, and then, he just messaged back when we got on this live feed tonight. So looking forward to that one. I think that's something cool. We can get some more eyes on his stuff. And, he didn't. He absolutely didn't. He never shut that car off at any of them. I'm actually going to see if I can get a hold of Jerry before Jerry's going to go back to Gainesville, I think, for a Gator Nationals, maybe. I'm going to see if Jerry can send me a couple of the videos that he took and see if I can use those on the live feed. I'm sure Jerry won't mind, but from Redline Motorsports Media, Mr. Mustache. I'm sure he won't mind, but I'm going to see if he can send me a couple of those that we can use to kind of promote that gig. So definitely looking forward. No, Nate Frazee. No, it's not. The guy that I'm talking about was on. Oh, Ralph Bauer is on here. Hell, I didn't even know he was on here. Happy birthday, Ralph. What are you, like 96 or something like that? 90, 94? I can't remember. I can hear Amber yelling. Corey Butcher from the man cave back here behind me. Nate, the gentleman I'm talking about that we're going to do as our special guest, his name's Zach Lousy. He's from up in the Findlay area, and he literally has a T-Bucket Roadster, old race car, like a T-altered, with a blown 6-liter in it. And he drove it from Northern Ohio all the way down to Huntsville, Alabama, and drove it all the way through Six Smokies, and then turned around and drove it all the way back home. Bad little car. The greatest thing was when we were driving down Broadway in Nashville, we looked over and Mr. Mustache had Chris Cody's ass up and slid down into what is about a third of a passenger in that T-Bucket with Zach, and cruised down Broadway with him, shooting flames and stuff out of it. So that was pretty cool. Guys, I've been talking so much. I've literally had one. This is the same one I opened up an hour and 16 minutes ago. I was wondering why it was still tasting a little bit warm. Yeah, definitely a cool car. And I've reached out to a couple other ones, so we'll kind of see who we can pull in. We'll see who we can fish for and get them on here. I'd like to do some people that you do know and some people that you don't know, and kind of go from there. But if you guys are still up for it, one Tuesday a month, we'll make it happen. Jason, they made him slow it down because it wasn't the chassis wasn't certified. So I know he's taken it to LS Fest a couple of times too, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll let him tell that story. We'll let him tell that story next week or 2 weeks from now, whenever we end up getting him on here. All right, all the people that are commenting, it looks like we've got three people on Bookface and 9 people on YouTube. I wish I could see who all was on here that was peeking in my windows and being weirdos. I think that's the first time Ralph Bauer has ever commented on our live feed before. Bailey, don't drink that. That'll make you sick. Ralph Bauer was on here, babe. Yesterday was his birthday. Aww. Yep. Oh, shit. Got a big long comment here.
You had any glitches?
A couple of little small ones. But everybody seems to have said it's been a lot better.
Well, I turned on the TV to watch you.
Yeah.
And signed in under you. So I'm probably the reason you glitched.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was signed in under you. So.
Oh, no, you can sign in.
Under you?
Yeah, and watch it on the YouTube. Yeah. Oh. I'm in StreamYard. I'm not even on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if that would mess it up. So.
I don't think it should.
Well, that might be why it glitched.
No, it might be. Hell, I don't know.
I couldn't retreat quick enough.
It's done it 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, well.
Somebody made a big comment on here and it disappeared. Oh. What does everybody do for octane boost on long drives? I'm planning a drive from Florida to Missouri and back for 666. Anybody got any suggestions for Mikey here? Darren Mahan yelling out happy birthday to old Ralphie. Yeah, Talon, I seen that. He was pretty surprised too because he didn't know that he was getting that full spread in the magazine. Octane booster, huh? Jason Carter says that Lucas makes a good boost, brings it up 3 points. God, it's pouring ass down rain again outside. Zach Hensel, 108 octane boost, tall bottle, orange and white. I don't use the octane booster. Hell, I think half of the 6 Smokies we put 87 in Amber's truck. So I would be interested to know, though, if Hot Shot Secret has any. I might have to look that up tomorrow. We do have a couple more sponsorship opportunities kind of hanging in the ballast right now. We're just waiting on confirmation from. Hopefully, we'll find out about those here in the next week or so. And then I'm going to get back on getting our store put up. We kind of stifled that for a little bit. One, because of the move. but 2, just because I want to come up with a new design that's got all of our sponsors on it. So kind of waiting on a couple of those, but we're hoping to get those out here soon. We do have a bunch of Hunters shirts done. We just have not shipped them out yet. It's been absolutely crazy around here with the move and everything else. It's been nuts. So I think we've got 3 or 4 more shirts left to make of Hunters, and then they'll all be out of here. But finding Amber's equipment at this point in time is not going to happen for a few more days. Being 85 sucks on the drives because it's so hard to drive the 85 any. All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour and 25 minutes. I got to do my due. Got to go ahead and throw in here that we would like to thank first one is all you guys always join in, and have the kind of fun that we have without some of these great people with us. So first off, I would like to throw a shout out to Squeak's Bar and Grill out of Pickerington, Ohio. Home of the best damn wings, country music, cold beer you can find. If you're in the Columbus area, go on a Friday and a Saturday. For some country music, we appreciate Jeff and the Squeak's crew joining on with We Broke Garage in 2026. Next, we would like to thank Aces EFI out of Chattanooga. I just kind of went through this a little bit. We'd like to thank Daniel, Ma, Grace, Josh, and the entire crew down there at Aces for helping us out and getting some fuel injection put on these vehicles for this year. Also, keep in mind that if you are interested in ever running an EFI system on your vehicle, We Broke Garage is an authorized dealer. Make sure you contact me. If you are a follower, I know who you are, any of those things. We can make sure that we take care of you guys on prices of it. I've also touched on this next one here just a little bit tonight. Hot Shot Secret, Kyle Fisher and his crew over at Hot Shot Secret. We'd like to thank them for joining in with us this year. It is currently their 9th year supporting what was Butcher Family Racing, now We Broke Garage. Next, Gloss Boss Customs, Centerburg, Ohio. This is my cousin, Drew Elliott. He does phenomenal paint work. He's paint worked a couple of vehicles for us. Currently has Amber's Blazer over there and is doing a bang-up job on that thing. Hopefully we'll be making some content with it here in the next couple of weeks, so we're really looking forward to that one. I'd also like to thank the Minor crew at X-Wax in Columbus. They take care of all of our detailing needs for us. They make sure that we've got the product that we need to keep our shit looking nice as we can. Their product definitely makes it look a lot better than it should. We're also going to give a shout out to Chris and Jenna Hawkins at OH Laser and Plasma Cutting out of Centerburg, Ohio. They've taken care of us very well on a bunch of our merch stuff, giveaways. They're also making some stuff to hand out, anything from car stuff to you had a pet pass away and you've got a special urn that you want to have engraved for them. They'll do it all over there. So you can find them on Facebook, or if you need a phone G10, you'll get 10% off of your order. That's a thank you from us and OH Laser and Plasma Cutting. All right, guys. I think I got them all thrown in here. So let me go back and I'll catch up with a couple of the comments. I appreciate you guys letting me go through that. Said I had 11 of them, so bear with me here just a second. Nate Frazee, thanks for joining in here tonight, buddy. We appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. also big shout out to Nate. He went over the junkyard this past weekend and throttle pedal for a customer's vehicle. So I appreciate you for that, man. Zach says, we are making chicken wings. I need to go back to Squeaks because I'm out of sauce. So need to get that taken care of. Darren says he wants some Squeaks. Well, hell, might just turn into who wants to go to Squeaks this weekend? Anybody interested? Darren says he wants to go. We might just have to make a trip over there. Talon says he has no idea what his gas mileage was during the event. My gas gauge wasn't working during the event, just went by feel. Talon, I can tell you one thing. Amber's was getting 21 miles to the gallon, if that makes you feel any better. Pulling a trailer behind it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to make that happen, Jason. Zach said they're down to go to Squeaks this weekend. Need to get over there and get me another jar of sauce. Squeak, SOS. I've got like this much in the bottom of my jar. It's going to be enough for lunch one day, and that's about it. It's got to be you freezing up because it wasn't me freezing up. All right, Darren. Darren, have you ever been to Squeaks before? I know who else we'll get to go there. We'll get JP to go there. Maybe we can get goddamn it to go. Hey, wait, Jim Butcher's going to be in town this weekend. Zach, you remember what happened last time you got hot, Bubba. Jim Butcher, are you still in here or are you gone? He probably popped in, popped out. He's probably watching fucking Gunsmoke or something. Mikey says in the single digits mile per gallon, hoping to squeeze 10. Mikey, we kind of scored on Amber's Blazer because, like I said, we had the drag and drive trailer behind it, which was overloaded, and Jason can vouch for that because we had to pull over on one of our windy, curvy roads at one of the lookouts and use the ratchet strap to hold the axle up because the axle bent on it. But yeah, we were still 21 miles to the gallon. Jim Butcher, when are you going back home or back down to Florida? I don't know where to call home anymore. I think Jim Butcher wants to go to Squeaks with us this weekend. When's the 5th? I think the 5th is when he's coming. That's Thursday. He might still be here. I don't know when he's going back home. I'm going to have to find out who's playing this weekend. Uh-oh. Who wants to go get Jim Butcher drunk at Squeaks on Saturday? Then he can sleep it off on the airplane on the way back on Sunday. I don't think Jim Butcher's ever been to Squeaks either. Dad, Darren said he's going down and taking you to Squeaks. Darren's never been there. I farted. All right, so it looks like there's at least 6 of us going to Squeaks on Saturday night. I will send a text message and get a table set up. Are we good with Saturday or we want to do Friday? Hold on a second. Let me look up and see who's playing this weekend. See if they got anybody listed. Live music. That's two people I don't know, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alex Williams and Scott Barnett. Huh. How weird is that? There's a kid by the name of Ethan Butcher playing on the 14th. Huh. Kind of cool. I say let's do Saturday night. Jim Butcher, I think, is giving Darren shit. I thought he was in Florida. If he's in Ohio, he needs to be working on his truck. He's going to be up here on Friday. He will be up here on Friday. That means I have an absolute shit ton of work to do to get vehicles out of the shop so that we can at least get the Danger Ranger put in here so Darren can do a little bit of work to it. He's got a ton of parts stacked up here. So, and we need to get the motor and transmission pulled out of it. So we're going to try to make that happen this weekend. But yeah, since Darren's coming up on Friday, Amber works all day long on Friday, Zach works all day long on Friday, let's just do Saturday night. Phrasing, I thought you were going to bed or some shit. I can't even read what this is saying. If Darren moves the Ranger this weekend, what are we supposed to hide behind? Shit. Who goes outside around the corner? I do it in the driveway out front. Ain't no sense in hiding around nothing. You could be standing in front of my shop and still not see it. Don't make no difference to me. Hammer, have a good night, my friend. Thanks for jumping on here. Hammer gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so he goes to bed with the old folks. Here, Jim Butcher, I don't know if you can read this or not because Darren's on YouTube. He says, if I would have been down in more time in Southwest Florida, I would have stopped down and see you all, Jim Butcher. I tried to get him to go to Philadelphia, and like I've tried to get you to go for 2 years and have a sandwich for me, or up to the Chicago beef place, and he didn't go to either one of them. So it is what it is. We ain't probably going to be on much longer, guys. I'm going to cut it off here in about exactly 5 hours and 2 seconds. So we're going to shut her down at 1:40. I think tonight's been a lot better than last week for sure. I think it was less than an hour last week, and I got pissed off and shut it down. So hopefully this Ethernet cable stuff is going to work and make things a little bit better for us. So yeah, some of you privileged people that's been on here towards the end of the show, watch for the updates on our next special guest, Mr. Zach Blousey from up in Findlay, Ohio, with the tea bucket. I believe he calls it the Twisted Tea, I think is what he calls it. So that thing is a badass unit, and looking forward to hopefully running with him on a couple more dragon drives. All right, Dad, have a good night. We'll see you on Thursday. Thanks, Talon. I appreciate it. We're trying to do these things a little bit better. I mean, for sure would like to get some more people involved. You know, it would be nice to see our count go up into the triple digits at some point in time, but right now I'd take a count up to about 50 or 60 and be absolutely happy. So for any of you guys that are on here, make sure if you would do me a solid on Mondays or Tuesdays, start sharing the shit out of my posts. I know I didn't post anything yesterday. I had a lot going on yesterday and didn't think about it until about midnight and figured it wasn't going to do anything anyways. So how did you get out? Oh, Amber? Okay. I was trying to figure out who was in here. So yeah, I'm always down for some constructive criticism, guys, too. anything that you guys might think to make this thing go better, get some more draws in, get some more people involved with it. Shoot me some info. Shoot me, what would you like to see on here? We've tried doing the thing that, we've put stuff in notes about what we talk about, and sometimes it just seems too scripted, and I kind of don't like that. I like just kind of let the things flow and see how people's days are going. And I try to answer as many of the comments as I can. Tonight was a little bit crazy because they were coming through really fast, so I was trying to do my best to keep up with them. Dad's texting me already. Talon says he's still waiting on a spinning wheel, so I guess maybe we'll have to throw something together on that. I don't know. I can't wait to blow you up on Chris's podcast. That's going to be pretty interesting. Chris made a post on here, but I've missed it. Oh, shout out to everybody for supporting Chris as well. So all you guys that have been jumping on Chris's podcast, it's really been helping him out. So we appreciate you on that one. And like I said, we're spacing ours apart from each other. That way it's not too many of them all at one time. People like Talon get in trouble by his wife if he's on too many podcasts in 1 week. So Adam Foyt chiming in, of course. Adam Foyt says that the only thing that's going to skyrocket my numbers if I do the lives in my birthday suit. How do you guys even know if I even have any pants on? Let me ask you that. You sure don't want to see my boobies. But I could be sitting here with no pants on. You guys don't know that.
Anybody want me to check?
Amber wants to know if anybody wants her to check. Oh, Zach. We don't eat this good at the soup kitchen.
Is the soup kitchen closed now?
I don't know. We might need to start going to the soup kitchen. God damn it. Yeah, that's what I said earlier, Talon. Everybody on here knows Talon. I would just like to announce, I know there's only 8 people left on here, and I was supposed to be shutting it down this second. Talon is now 17 weeks strong on We Broke Garage Tuesday Night Shop Talks. So congratulations, Talon. I appreciate you. I'm going to send you a picture of my butthole. Thank you. Yeah, Talon's about time for you to get some Nova stuff on there. I would just like to be able to start doing some content, which hopefully I'm going to start doing some content tomorrow when JP and goddamn it get over here. So we'll get some more video taken of that tomorrow. Some video of the motor play in mid-pin. Maybe even Friday, if I can get caught up on some of this customer stuff, we'll do a little unboxing video of all the great products that Ace's EFI sent to us. So really looking forward to that. I know they had a little bit of a glitch. They were waiting on some 8-inch screens to come in, and they finally got those in and shipped us out everything. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We went over a minute and a half, and I don't get paid for that. Actually, I don't get paid for anything. So it is what it is. Zach, if you guys want to come over, they'll be here at noon though. So I know you're going to be at work. They come over during the day. So I just have to make sure that I fix food for John Patterson because he eats me out of house and home. So it is what it is. But we appreciate their help and getting everything figured out on this thing. I think it's going to be a really slick setup. So looking forward to starting to share some of that stuff to you guys. Actually, I've been trying to talk Amber into selling feet pics. She won't do it. So I don't know. We're just going to have to go back to work, I guess. All right, guys, I'm jumping off of here. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Make sure you share this with any of your hot rod friends that you know. Help us out for next Tuesday. Let's see if we can set a goal of having at least 50 people come in on our live feed next Tuesday. I need your guys' help getting us there. So y'all have a great night. Peace out. See you next week.